because it still hasn't fully hit me. Like I think I still have to process it, because it's not the first time I've had a brush with death. I've had several, and somehow I don't die yet. And then I thought, I know, Krishna, I could have chanted, Krishna, take me, Krishna, take me, because it was easy to drown. And if I kept going, who knows what I would run into. But I didn't. And all I thought was, okay, Krishna, you are giving me one more chance to try to become Krishna conscious, especially after this association over the weekend, how I thought, how I would like to, so much love to be like that, Krishna conscious, but I'm so old, I don't have a lot of time. But Krishna said, okay, I'm going to give you some more time. I don't know how much, maybe a little bit, so that you can get your act together and really take advantage of the process of Krishna consciousness. I wanted to express my deep, deep gratitude for the outpouring of love, prayers, and support for me after my accident, I guess you can call it. Well, this weekend, July 4th, 5th, and 6th, we had a seminar here at Nugoloka in North Carolina called Rasa Chintamani, and it was 3 days of intense hearing and chanting and classes by Amarendra Prabhu and Gauranga Darshan, two of my greatest heroes. And I was so enlivened. Usually, and then what they left, but we had huge rain. But when they left, I was scheduled to give Srimad Bhagavatam class on the morning, on Monday morning. And when I give class, I like to come to Mangal Artik, although often I come usually just for greeting and chant japa at home. We had rain for the whole previous day and everything. And when I got near to the temple on Ben Jonson Road, I saw there was a puddle, because all the water was flowing in one direction, so I couldn't see it. It was pitch black, 4:30 in the morning, and also there was no electricity. The electricity had gone out, so there were no street lights or anything. And then I realized, oh my Krishna, it's not a puddle, because before you do it, it was deep water. So I thought, because the car spun, I thought I could get out of it, but I couldn't. So I thought, I guess there's nothing I could do. I'll just sit here in the car, chant Hare Krishna. And then I thought, well, I better open my window just in case the water rises. I never expected the water to rise above my window line. I unbuckled my seat belt and said I should be prepared in case the water rises to get out of the car. And sure enough, once the water got to my window line, in just a few seconds, it surged in to my face. It was gushing in. The current, you probably have seen different videos of the floods. The water's raging very, very fast, and it was against me, so very difficult to get out. So I had to use my feet to push myself out, pushed myself out of the window, and I went under. I thought I was going to drown. I swallowed a little water, but then my head came up to the top, to the surface, and when it came up, it just carried me so fast, and all I could do is call as loud as I could while I'm swimming, Krishna, save me, Krishna, save me, Krishna, save me, Krishna, save me, over and over. I just said that while I desperately tried to reach the embankment. I totally had no sense of direction. I didn't know where I was and really which direction I was going in. And then I just swam very earnestly to reach, with the strong current and getting to the embankment. At one point, I thought, let me stand up and try to run to the embankment with the current. Instead, it threw me down to my knees onto the asphalt, and then right away I was up again. I kept chanting that, Krishna save me. And I finally got to the embankment. I grabbed the grass, pulled myself up, and then I just kept chanting, thank you, Krishna, thank you, Krishna, thank you, Krishna. And then I climbed up. It was a hill, and I was so surprised to see a house there. Somehow I didn't expect to see a house. Then I thought, I have to go in. I can't just stand here. I'm thinking, what am I going to do? And so there was a fence. I was standing inside of a fence. For some reason, I thought, because like I say, I lost my sense of direction, so I thought that it was the back of the house. But it was the front of the house, but I had to bend the fence and hold on to a pole and climb over the fence. And then I went around to what I thought was the front of the house, and I knocked on the door, and the dogs start barking. And one lady named Cindy came to the door, and totally, she's like my age, or a little bit younger, and totally accommodated me. She immediately gave me a towel and turned on the hot water, said, just take a hot shower and I'll get you some dry clothes to wear. And so she did. And then I called my husband, because I was scheduled to give Srimad Bhagavatam class. We couldn't do anything because still the road was a river, and it was raging. And we just kind of waited and sat on the porch. And so many people asked, oh, you must be so traumatized. I actually didn't feel traumatized once I was safe. Perhaps in the water I was a bit traumatized. So now that was Monday, today is Thursday, and so just a little bit banged up. I didn't know when the police asked me, are you hurt? And the insurance company, I said, no, I'm not hurt, because I couldn't feel. I had so much adrenaline running through my body. I couldn't feel the pain until later. My knees from falling, my muscles from swimming so vigorously. Then I'm very sore. And now Nitai Gauramani just came to drive me to the chiropractor since we don't have a car. Later, when the water receded, I asked Cindy, I want to go find my car because I don't want it in the middle of the road where people will bang into it and they'll get hurt. And we went, and I didn't even see it. She goes, look, it's here in the made river. It was now, all of the embankment became a river. So anyway, it's a process. And then Champakalatas set up a GoFundMe, and incredible. It's unbelievable, the support, even from people I don't know, because their friends shared the GoFundMe link on their groups and everything. And it's totally overwhelming, the amount of support and so much love that's pouring in. So I really want to thank all of you. Hare Krishna. I'm so grateful to have so many friends in Krishna consciousness and well-wishers.